Get she what she want. Man, come on. Both of them. Both of them. Both of them. The both of them. Though she prettier than me, I could boogie down better than she. Both of them. Both of them. Both of them. The both of them. I remember Lord Melody, shame and scandal in the family. Both of them. Both of them. It's both of them. The both of them. All the breaks I break was all in vain. She asked me if I showing off. Then she started to tackle me again. She not say, boy, you must treat them rough. Otherwise, the woman go say you soft. Do it. Do it. Do it. Oh, buddy. Give she what she want. Give she what she want. Give she what she want. Man, come on. Both of them. Both of them. Both of them. The both of them. If I was a different chap, maybe I would have got trapped in that. With both of them. Both of them. The both of them. Both of them. All the offers that she made, I think about it, but I couldn't make me grade. Both of them. Both of them. Both of them. The both of them. Variety is the spice of life. Polygamy today I dread. Thank Kitchener for his good advice. I still could remember what he said. The message still ringing in my head. Do it. Do it. Do it. Oh, God, buddy. Give she what she want. Give she what she want. Give she what she want. Man, come on. Both of them. Both of them. Both of them. The both of them. You want help? Both of them.
I'm trying to forget about the number of motherfuckers. As a matter of fact, I'd already have. But if I could every man in the world,
You're gonna get there, Effie.
I
We're
would.
both at a race. We're
The only
at a
thing,
race.
no weird motherfucker. I would come and think I know weird background. You know what I'm
Right,
trying to say?
right, yeah.
And they clean.
Mhm. Oh, I'm in there.
Yeah, I don't mind. Shit, a
So
dick
you
is
don't
a
have a
dick.
type. You'll take it. You like it.
Oh yeah, I mean all dick is hard. Shout out to all.
She said the next is I want to know. Both of them. Both of them. Both of them. The both of them. Just because I ain't like them scandal.
One thing these days, like long time, people who are help. Don't take people wanting only help for love. Watch them. Be careful with them. Because they just come nice and make you feel like, yeah, the real love you, the real like you, the real down for you, the real want to be with you. Not knowing his help. They like, oh, you're strong and does function and just make sure you just handle up your scene and they're watching that. So they want to come around here because they know that they will get you. Watch them. Don't take that for love. It's help.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Renison Jeffrey, and this is the Workers' Rights Platform. We are broadcasting live from the Workers' Rights Network. Well, tonight, the topic tonight is Polygamous Relationship Part 2. And why is Part 2 is a continuation from last week. We would have been speaking about this subject, about polygamous relationship. And to everybody that are on, polygamous relationship is based on a one man to many woman and many woman to one man. That is basically what it is about polygamous relationship. And the thing about polygamous relationship is that I would have heard the argument concerning polygamous relationship that is the future or is the next step in the evolution of relationship in the on earth, a matter of fact, in the world. And my argument on polygamous relationship is this. Is that true? Do you in fact think that polygamous relationship is the next step? Or this is or that just plain and simple bullshit that people just mouthing? Men just want to have affection with other women and women and they just love it. And vice versa. When I say that, I say, mankind. So, before we would have started and introduced the guests, on the next side of the live, we have Miss Candice Edwards. Miss Candice.
Once again, we are back with polygamous relationships. Last week had, last week I was on the forefront. You understand where I was overpowered by Mr. Renison and Mr. Charles and Mr. Kevin. So now I have another guest on the show tonight, right? Kelly, good night. Welcome again, darling. You look lovely. Right. That's what, we tonight is Saturday, back on our Saturday night, and we get to relax, to let our head down, cock our foot up, and just relax and have some time. So, we talking about stressful situation we have facing in our country. So, we're putting that aside tonight and having a little fun, right? So, topic was last week, Saturday, was about polygamous relations, right? And we were having quite a debate on that. And Mr. Renison and the other gentleman, Mr. Kevin Kubert, they were, they were really hard and they had a lot to say about this topic, right? So I'm glad that you are here and want to hear some of your views on that topic. So it's about, all right, some men actually just want to have more than one woman, and it's okay. But if a woman decides, well, she have her husband and two other men or one other man at the side, they do have to be a bad woman. How do you feel about that?
If I am to be in a polygamous relationship with a man, he has to be providing equally between me and whoever else we have in the relationship. So, am I okay with it? Yes. Once he's providing equally between me and the next woman.
But a lot of single women tend to like to, go down that route, right? They have a man, they have a wife, and they tend to, try to find a place there and gonna be that man, although they know he have his wife and his family, right? And then on the other hand, have some women that just naturally have a large sexual appetite. As I was reading something on today, a young lady said that, has four men, one to pay the bills, one to make groceries, one to put gas in the car, and one to put gas shopping, right? And some people will call her a gold digger, right? In some instances, I would say she's a gold digger. If a man, if the men and them coming around you and they want to spend the money, the hand over here. You understand? But how is it different when a woman does from when a man does?
So women know, right? I would not encourage it because when a woman have had or had multiple partners, right? We're talking about her not mileage, but to have a word for it when you've been with multiple partners. Your body count, right? A woman's body count or a woman's I want to say the correct thing, eh? All right, a woman's value do have a lot to do with her body count, right? That is why a woman will be quicker be called all types of names if she had many partners rather than a man, right? Because we as women, when we have intercourse with a man takes from us. And it's a spiritual thing, but I don't want to get too deep into that, right? So this is why it's not really a good thing for a woman to have multiple partners, calling it polygamy. You understand? Because this was not made for us. This was actually for men. You understand? It's back since back in the days, you will see kings with how much and how much are wives, and it was labeled as something normal. He was actually blessed. You understand? And he was able to maintain and take care of all these wives, even if it's 14 of them. You understand? And it would never be a problem. So my answer to that is I think it's wrong for a woman to have more than one partner, stating that she's taking part in polygamy, because it's going to not only look bad on her, but her value would intend to drop as a woman. I don't know if you all understand. No, that's that is so wrong. But I'm not saying it's not possible, because people can do whatever they choose to do with their lives. Yeah.
Make sure they are treated equal. But last week now, Mr. Ransom them had Mr. Hang, They had Mr. Hang, they bust my throat, they dig a hole, they bury me, oh Lord, they had a field day. You understand? But to be honest, I don't believe in a polygamy at all. When it comes to both man and woman. Because if polygamy, right?
It's polygamy.
So then
You know,
me having to share my companion with three to four other women. I would that I would walk away and leave you let you have your fun and come home.
No, let me tell you, polygamy is not polygamy if both partners has not did not come together and made the decision. Anytime the man go out, it's not polygamy. It's called cheating. So polygamy is when the both partners come together and make a decision. And this is something that men doesn't tend to forget.
They will remember the name is man and they tell us that they want what they want.
They're taking part in the one-sided polygamy, cheating, and yeah, it's serious because you see, some pattern men in their DNA knows that there's not only one woman they're supposed to have, and they're right. It's sad but truth, eh? Because if the Bible teaches us not to be jealous, not to entertain those type of entity, because you know these things are entities, right? Jealousy is an entity. You need to learn to share. You understand? Why would Jesus come on earth and teach us that, and we don't know how to imply it in our daily lives? So, Candace, it's sad, but it's truth. Our men supposed to be kings. Our men supposed to be leaders. Our men supposed to be providers. And once they grasp that, you understand, and add it into our daily lives, sure, you wanna have an ex-wife? Let's pick her together. Let's pick her together.
Yes, I
Yeah.
tell you, I that I cannot do that. I cannot. It go
It's
hard.
the
It go
right.
hard.
It's the right.
It's the right. But I
It's the
figure
right.
even if that's their
That's
right,
not,
I figure you're supposed
yeah.
to when we know get relationship, right? I figure let's just sit down and let's say, okay, this is what I want out of it. And let me know upfront instead of getting married to me and wife and putting me house and then coming up with that. I don't know how I can.
It never come to your mind if really and truly just Adam and Eve started the world.
Yes, I
Common
know.
sense going to click in and tell you it had other women there.
Yeah,
The
but
Bible
still,
just didn't mention.
it's internet. But well, here one, I never heard of it, and I still okay. I am not going to enter into no polygamy relationship. I don't. See, I can hardly even pronounce the first. I don't even like the idea of it. That is another thing. That is sin.
Yeah, because you see, you don't want to share. You see what you say? I want my thing for myself.
I am a very food lover. I do not. I will share plate of food. I'll share a glass of food. I will share anything else. Historical lover. I am, and a lot of these men tend to want to practice that now, you know. And some of these women are accepting it. They're accepting it. They want
This,
to split gradually, gradually, gradually. And that's what that would be a big thing. Because what
oh,
I say,
yeah, in Renaissance. We're Renaissance.
so Ransom is right there. And hear what I said, man shortage. So man supposed to have 5, 6, 7, 8 women. But as you say, they're not living in house. They have them all over the place. So it's something. But yet, still, you know, these men and them selfish. They
Okay.
don't care about your feelings. They're doing it anyway.
Now, all these sicknesses, AIDS, and all those things that were created to kill out black people is one of the reasons why we don't practice that now. But um, that and it have a lot of men, the sleaze bags, who think that they could give me less and give she more, and everybody it turn all how. So this is why people don't really, you know, practice that anymore. I give.
Well, I am.
But if you find a good man and you fall in love with him and he handling you upright, you making joke.
So, asking a sentence that I don't know. I don't care what nobody say. They can say I hard, they can say I'm plain, but I is not and not that. And not with
You
that.
ain't entertaining that.
Not that you want to find pleasure. Somebody else. And not just me alone. It's because you really want all you have I to certain and to
Girl, a man,
increase.
a man.
You want to literally bring it home and want to accept it. So I find that is something that we discuss when you know get find out where her head is at. Right? Find out where
Ca-
her head is at.
Just check your microphone. Your microphone kinda.
Yeah, she kind of cutting up
Yeah, we
in
not.
between.
Right? There, no? Clearly.
Yeah.
Right. I find want that kind of life.
Yeah. As I said earlier, it's something that the two partners are supposed to come together in order to make an arrangement. This is not something one-sided. Anytime it's one-sided, it's called cheating.
Yeah, because you know that I wouldn't even think about. I because when a woman does it, right, even if she has a partner and she has talk with her partner and the partner give her the add another male, you
Can,
know,
can this your microphone?
here you are hearing. Are you hearing me now? Hello?
Yes, we hearing you, but how your microphone may be positioned, it may be when you're talking, volume dropping and raising at the same time.
Hearing me now? Hearing me?
Yes.
Yes, as I was saying. So it tends to look bad on a woman. Right? Because just a woman and she have about to put all of them out there. Comfortable. You understand it? But on a
Candice.
man, yeah, are you hearing me?
Yes, we hearing you, but you when where your microphone is positioned, be anytime you're not facing the microphone, we not yeah
Hearing me.
no
Right. You hear it. Now you hear it. But now, hear me?
yeah we you need to go a little closer to your microphone.
Right? Now,
Santa.
no? Hello?
Mm-hmm.
Are you hearing me? Clearly now? Are you hearing me?
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
I check. So when the men does it, they people watch him as a king. And they actually live good life. They
No.
like that.
Okay, mate.
Hello? Hello?
I hear you, Candice.
You hearing me, right? Yeah, so
Yeah.
when a man does it, people watch him like a king, because he goes on to, you know, treat this woman and they have multiple children. But does it affect the kids? I want to believe, that when the children get old as a baby, it's normal. But when the kids get older, how do you think that would affect them?
In no way, when you grow up in an environment or anything that grows up in an organism. Sorry, not organism. We just call it Siri. The environment for yeah, a ecosystem. When something grow in an ecosystem, it is adapt. And we as human, if you grow up in a certain environment, you will adapt. That wouldn't seem as something out of the ordinary because you grew up in it. So
I
if you
know,
use a cussword and your child grew up in cussing, they just adapt. They're not going to find something wrong with that. As of if it's a child who grew up in a Christian home.
well, well, we train that the answer copycat. So eventually, that that is going to start to enter into Trinidad very soon, or probably it must be here already, and we don't know. Now we know of the Muslims. Muslims will have more than one wife, but
How
the
you
ones who
mean? That's yeah, that's common in Trinidad. I've seen many.
have seen
What you
life.
know what else is common and we don't even know? There are lesbians going abroad, getting pregnant to come back to live in peace with a lesbian partner. That's very, very common in Trinidad.
So it's a possibility. It must reach there already, and they must not, they didn't really go public as yet with it. But I would like to, anybody who knows of any relationship like that and they want to come forth, or they're in a relationship like that and they want to come forth and let us know how it's working for them, I will be open all ears to listen to that. But that is something to me, something very different. And I grew up both one man, one woman. One man, one
Like she
woman.
want to, she want you like your song. Like if you want to try it, man,
No, 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 darling. That is a no, no.
try it. You might like it.
That is a no, no, my love. Mr. Brenison sound like a man who would want to try that. Mr.
Oh,
Brenison,
shit. Of course, I'm telling you, there's no man on the face of the earth is going to turn on that opportunity.
Mr. Brenison, are you on deck for that? Mr. Brenison, you're very loud in your silence. I'm not hearing you.
And the bisexuals will love to have a woman and a man. Tell it's very common. Very, very common.
That's why I don't know. I just always tell myself it's been God ready. It's going to be a different story. It's going to be a different story.
I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth.
I can't really wrap. I can't really wrap. Now listen to me. I have a lot of right, and I just tell them, just I like the company of friends. You only have to that way over there. I am not into that. You understand? I never thought about trying it. I never fantasized about it, and I don't have intention to try. So I ain't going on that
You never kiss a lady?
never. Just like kiss a woman before my mother, my daughter. I
Nah,
kiss
not in that way. In a romantic way.
so I have never done that ever in my life. Oh my God. Hey, look here. Are you mad?
Well, I have always been inquisitive, so
You would have tried it?
yeah.
Wow,
It was
wow, wow.
nice. It was nice. It was nice. Just fulfilling my
The fantasy.
inquisitivity.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Wow, but it never gives you the urge to continue.
No, 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 no. I realize I don't. I'm not um not gay, but I'm not bisexual. I'm not bisexual.
Thank God for Jesus, he didn't go down that road.
Yeah.
And I just watch it. A lot of youths nowadays, girls, I just see them in college. They literally holding hands, their peers, with other girls, and they're hugging up, and like lovers. And I like this thing getting rampant. It's like a normal thing for them. They literally showing you here what's going on. You can actually see that there's something going on there, and it's like more than one. There's a ring. They holding hands, they scoot up on one another, bold, this. And that is why I just stop and stare. And when I catch myself, I just look away because I don't want to wait for something to do. But at the end of the day, time is really changing and it's getting different. It really getting different. That is some that's system based. How could you? How could you? God make man and woman. One man, one woman. Although they say back in the days that man was allotted to how much wives women could afford to take care of them, but still that's not the precious time in my view. But last week, Mr. Renison and them could have said that if a woman with more than 10 men, she's a hoe. And if she should come and have a serious relationship with a man now and he gets to find out what is in the man.
He should mind his business and focus on him and her presently.
Thank you very much. Mr. Renison, are you there? I ain't saying Renison at all. He disappeared on the hot seat. So they pound me, Because I told them, listen, if a woman had a past, you don't know what was the reason why she probably had more than 4 or 5,
Oh,
right? You cannot judge her. Same thing like a man. If a man sleeps
you're not
about 20,
supposed to.
if a woman sleeps about 20, if a man sleeps about 20, right? That is no big thing. You're not supposed to judge the man. He's a man. If a woman, if a woman does it, let me say she does it, but all right. We say she naturally, was going through a circumstance. And she tried one man, it didn't work out. She tried two, it didn't work out. She tried three, right? End up on the fourth or the fifth one. And on the fifth one, she found love. And the man happened to find out over here what's going on, eh? He had about 5 or 6 men before. Do you think that man should mash up his relationship after finding love and bonding with a woman?
That's stupid because I mean, you fall in love with a woman and just because of her past, you wanna done with her or treat her less or judge her.
That was the big topic.
Real men, Candace, real men don't do those things.
Thank you very much. Because they had me to hang, Kelly, they had me to hang. They said, oh man, I want to know this, a woman they with people so much a man, and she's a baddest, she's a hoe, she ain't good, and all kind of man, right? Yes,
No, it have some guilt, right, Candace? Who really and truly lived the life in a very, very, very embarrassing way. And I wouldn't still judge them, but if a man still want to pursue her or he don't, I would not judge him for that as well. Because he has freedom of choice and he probably wants a woman with a little more value who kind of bit, watch her reputation growing up. She's more not poised but classy. You understand? So everybody I wouldn't judge him if he don't want no part of a woman like that. But if you fall in love with somebody is not it's not something that you just force yourself to do, it happens. Falling in love with somebody is not intentional. You understand? It's something that happens. So if you fall in love with this woman who live her life like a real hoe for years, it happened. Forgive her and all you try. You understand? But as I said before, if a man, it's up to him. It's up to him.
What they wasn't saying that last Kelly, if you hear how Mr. Renderson and them we getting our phone calls.
Yeah, he real bash because Renison know he looking for, I can't give bro.
Yeah, but still, what if the woman would have had that was my question. What if the woman would have had a past, right? And she happened to find love, right? And you see, I just always tell people that sometimes when you see start of a relationship, you just had to come to bring out all your skeletons. And then somebody would have said, you don't tell man everything because when you want them following the it goes back to the face. You understand? And you know how some of them man dirty. Them alone is saint and use devil.
That is not their business. What I did before you is not your business.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Why am I telling you how my ex lick it? How he stick it? That is none of your problem. That is none of your business.
So he was stressing on the fact that he wants to know how much man you would have had before him.
Real men don't ask a woman's body count.
First, I thought I was going mad. So the way how they string me alive, and I was trying to argue the point. You cannot judge a person. You can't judge a man, and you definitely cannot judge a woman, but they would have had a past for you. The thing is, if the both of you, if Tom meet Jane, you all connect, and already decide to have a relationship to move on. The only thing you also concerned about is to go and get tested to find out what is all your status. And then
yes, so true.
Right? So he and the other gentleman, Mr. Renson and Mr. Herbert, Kevin Herbert, I'm sure he's working on. They had me to hang. I sorry you wasn't here last week because I tried to fight them off and I tried to let them know time of the day, but if you hear them, they had a fun time on my back. They
Oh,
trample on me.
the gang up on you.
Yes, they gang up on me. So it
You
was
could do for
okay.
them.
It was okay for a man to have 99 women, countless women. But if a woman have more than 4 men, as a matter of fact, they say anytime a woman cross 5, she's a hoe.
Dang, I got a whole big hole boy.
Yeah. Anytime a woman cross 5 men, she is a hoe. That was the words that was coming out of Mr. Jonathan Jeff out and Mr. Kevin.
No, don't do that, baby. They need to know, right? Jump high, jump low. Majority of the time, or majority of the time, a woman is just be looking for love, you know. And if it is, she ain't getting that safe feeling, and she's not feeling love, she will go elsewhere to find it. And if it's after the 10th man, she finally find it. What matters is that she found it.
Exactly.
You understand? Because it's not her fault. The rest of them didn't love her the way she wanted to feel love. So how could you bash that woman and judge that woman and all she has been looking for is love and support?
Well, them didn't see that pain of love. They didn't see that
Oh,
pain. From the time they find out that this woman had multiple partners, they done send shit to the gallows already. It wasn't,
well, I find some of them should sit with a mother and listen to the mother's story before the mother met their father.
thank you very much, love. Thank you very much. Thank you because like they're looking for angels, they're looking for saints.
I dare them to call the mother a hoe. How about that? How about that?
Thank you. Listen to
How
me,
about that?
they're looking for saints. They're looking for the
The
angels.
lucky I wasn't there. Don't come for me if I ain't come for you.
Thank you. I tell you, they had a fun time. They had a field day on my back. They mashed
Don't
it.
worry. Don't worry, Candace. Don't worry.
You understand?
We
And they
got do for
argue,
them.
and they carry that topic. They carry that topic until way past time because they know they was on the floor. They feel masculine because they bring out the point. And I'm telling them, I'm not judge a
Oh
person.
God. I'm sorry I wasn't there.
You don't know that person fast. You don't know what a person would have been through.
No, you can't judge women. Women just be looking for love. Oh God. Jump
Yes.
high, jump low.
And some of
Support,
these
love and support.
and some of these men just come and they just tell your dream, they tell your story. And if you as a woman you're vulnerable, right? You're vulnerable. You will buy into what they're saying because you're looking for like if you meet a real hustler, a woman who just not on love, who on the pocket, but it's all well and good. But the majority of women out there, they're looking for love, right? They would have been hurt by their exes really bad. Because some was themselves, some resort to the opposite sex, same sex, sorry. And some just, I will hear what? I will find love again. But some of these men, when you tell them what you would have been through, they listen to all what you had to say and still put it the same thing.
That's a mistake women is intent to make. Your past has nothing to do with the person that you're with presently. Leave your past in the past. It has certain things you're not supposed to tell your partner, you know.
No, but they were saying that they're supposed to not all these skeletons. Because so my question was to them, what if this woman had a past, yes, but circumstances would have made her do had that was living that life. Circumstances, no woman I don't believe a woman would just go with a man just so and just set with Tom, Dick and Harry and his brother and this one and that one for fun. You gotta be a mad woman or is it that kind of person?
It's common in our age bracket. You understand? It's like the more naive the woman is or a young lady is, you may more likely see that type of behavior, and most of the time it stems from trauma. Like for instance, if you how did I say it, boy? If you put the young lady and you sit down and you talk to her, you will get to find out why is she portraying that type of behavior. You understand? But I wouldn't say it's something common. Majority of the time, a young lady within a certain age bracket acting under that type of naive um type of behavior. Most of them you will see that they are taught in trauma, or probably they get raped, or it always have something that causing them to behave in that type of manner. But we do see it. We do see it. Young ladies, they will sleep with your man, the mother man, the auntie man, and even the cousin. But
Wow.
most majority of the time it's issues they have now. So
Okay.
a man now would see that and say, "Oh God, so stink woman is," and then boom, he judge woman based on that and thinking is all woman. And there's a lot of people always thinking surface. They shallow. They refuse to go deeper. You understand? To have a better understanding than to come up with a judgment. You know. So that is why I don't study when nobody have to say about me, Candace. Let people shoot.
Yeah, because they like to judge you. They like to judge you. They don't
Yeah.
know your past. They don't know your past. They don't know nothing about it. From the time they know, all right, you talk to them and they let them know. Well, I had about 4 or 5 partners, and you know, they started raise the eyebrows. They started going haywire. Because why? We are big people. We would have had a past. Who would have had a past? How many women you would have had? What was the reason you and these women
Oh,
that
oh. That alone, your common sense should click in to know that it's not every entanglement you're in this work. You know, it is not every entanglement that's come out on the bright side. So it's like, so wait, that can happen with me too because I'm a woman.
they not seen it like that? Matter of fact, you would have had more than 5, for the limit was 5, eh? More than 5 women who are deemed to be a without person, you're deemed to be a prostitute, and they condemn you.
If they only understand evolution, and if they understand that change is inevitable, they will understand as more life progresses, as time pass, the amount of a person is being entangled with per decade has been increasing. If you study, um, if you go up and you type it up and you see the tallies of how things changing, the amount of persons a woman um changing within a decade has been increasing. You understand? And what is causing it and all those type of things, they go stop talk like that.
Yeah, well, they see in their book it is okay to have a polygamy relationship, right? But you know why I often wonder, in
Polygamy.
polygamy, in that type of relation, it doesn't have jealousy. You think it would have jealousy? Women fighting among each other, you know, segregation and stuff like that.
Yeah, as I said
Because
before, right? In order to do polygamy, right? It has to be the two person that coming together that accepting it, right? And if you realize you that person, you might get jealous, you might feel that type of way. You wouldn't even put yourself in that position to begin with.
yeah, but what if I talk about it, going down the road, like like about a year or two after, you introduce another party in the marriage, right? And we say the man even gain more attention than other one, right? Or let me say
Sometimes it has happened. It has happened because I saw some documentary. It has happened, but then just as the everyday communication with your partner they will have a communication to fix things within the marriage between the three persons.
I find that is too much of work. Yes, ma'am.
It's too much of work. I find it's more work when he do it behind my back.
I ain't settling for that. I ain't
It's
settling for
more
that.
work. It's more work when he do it behind my back, and everybody know you're in a relationship. A butt will pass sometime.
But I know I've been down that road already. Yeah, I've been down that road. But you know, just some people
Aren't
continue
we
with
all?
that.
Aren't we all?
Right. The best of us.
I'm not promoting polygamy. You know. I just saying if I end up in the position, I have a idea of what it is and what I'm supposed to do. And once the guy doing what he's supposed to do, I wouldn't mind. But I'm not promoting it. You understand?
Yeah, I myself, I'm not going to promote that at all. That is a no-no. I'm not sharing. I'm a person. All is
Can't
fine.
do it.
If I have to
Can't
share,
do it.
I'm going away. I'm not going to that. And I'm putting down my 2 foot. I'm not going to that. You could have what amount of money, what amount of wealth. I am not
You ain't
going to
sharing.
that. I didn't sign up for that, and I'm not entertaining that. Who wants to? It's up to them,
Yeah, it's not only you alone. It's a lot of people would agree.
right? So you see, to me, I find the man just look at the sexual part, of the sexual pleasures. Just showing that he has multiple wives and everybody agreeing to be with him. That alone makes him feel like he's a king and he could move mountains. You understand?
Women supposed to make the man feel like that.
Yes. But the man now, the fact that he have multiple partners, you understand? So tonight he can go and have sex with Jane, but Jill agrees to it because Jill already know. Like it has give them some kind of strength, give them some kind of, it has build the emotional, make them walk with their chest high. I not
The
having
ego.
that.
Men are very ego
Right,
driven
right,
creatures.
right. I don't know how, and the women now, I find, it's a bit off to the women, that doing that too, and you have multiple men and everybody that I just kind of, I will still watch at the men and the women and say, all right, they choose their life, they settle to be with this one man, and they all have an arrangement. But as a woman, I find it just look little kind of, not little kind of, it's look bad.
No, because it's wrong. It's wrong for a woman to have multiple partners.
Yes, it does look bad for me. For me, it does look real bad. I find that showing me when you're naturally bad and you have a
It's
side.
wrong. It's just wrong. You see, when a man have intercourse with a woman, he leaves her with some of his trauma and he takes from her.
Yep,
Because if we understand what our reproductive system is, it's not only a place where new life comes from. We also open doors for men. You understand? In many ways possible. But as I said, I don't want to go too deep into it. And if you have many men entering that, leaving things and taking things from you, then what would you become really?
that's
You're feeling tired, you can't sleep in the night, you're feeling frustrated, you don't know why. All these types of symptoms women go through after intercourse with a man. Imagine multiple men.
that's terrible. And I just always
So
say
it's just wrong, 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 wrong.
I don't know how some of these, workers do it, but I don't ever want to yes, the age I am at, the age I am at, that will never happen. But I don't know how they just do it. I really don't know how they just because as a woman,
What Candace?
nobody,
Candace, how did it get?
nobody's your temple. Nobody's your temple, And to me,
Yes.
sex is a spiritual thing. understand? When you have multiple partners, right? And let me say you're living in house and you have your 4 or 5 man and you're married, then I'm only living. People will watch you a certain type of way. They will watch you a certain type of way and they will give it a whole. You understand me? Where's a man now? When a man, they see a man with 99, he's a done. People pass and fellas pass and
Right, because man don't lose. They don't lose. When they have intercourse, they don't lose nothing. They don't lose. I mean, they just had to use the energy to handle up the scenario, but they don't lose.
I don't know, but
Nothing is taken
I
away from a man when he has sex.
I can as you said before, I can understand that a woman that has multiple partners because of children and so, right, and then she has to somebody else and like get along with that person. Her past experience does not interfere with a person at all. What was done has already been done. We're moving on to greener pastures. Some men tend to hold on to that because they don't want to know they're dealing with a woman and 5 or 6 or 7 men pass. But I understand that was then. And for that to happen, it had to have some kind of something went wrong there. And if she's a decent woman, I don't think you should really hold it against. It is a woman that's around who a hustler, but then you have to price. But then again, you see people nowadays, they don't tend to do the little background check, the little investigation, find out, well, all right, I did this woman. No, I will do that if I did somebody. I go and find out about you. Yeah, I am going to find out because I want to know what that. Probably when I was younger, when you're younger, your mental don't get down. But I am at this stage. I need to find out about you. I want to know everything, and I'm going to ask the questions, and I'm going to ask the questions over and over again because I have no memory. So when I don't question you, I write it down, and in between, I voice record him, and then I come around and ask the same because I need to know. I need to know what I put in myself in. The same way all they need to know about me,
Yeah.
I need to know about very few.
It will save you. It will save you a lot when you move like that.
A lot of heartache, a lot of disappointment, a lot of stress. Because when a woman leave a man, sometimes a woman will leave a man just before she literally pack up her bags and leave. You understand? If a woman is to walk away from a man, then mentally upset, right? Mentally she's leaving him in the grave. And the final step is to pack your bag and right?
Yeah.
So I is a real funny. I am a real funny. I had to know about your background. So before we even go down that road, I believe in being honest. I believe in being honest. I telling you like it is. Either you could accept me or you cannot accept me. Although I believe, as you say, the past is past, but I tend to just want to bring up all my skeletons. I don't want nobody to meet you and tell you I wasn't she and or somebody say I know she wasn't my partner. And I know people like to tell lies. People like to tell lies to mask security. So I telling you, either you could deal with it or you can't. But you cannot judge somebody because if it is that this person would have had a past and she decide, well, you decide to date that person. What if that person is a good person? What if the woman working time, a good homemaker, balance, know how to save, you understand? And put things in the right perspective. And after that, you come and find out with 6 or 7 or 8 months. argument, and the other guy said, "No, I'm not having that. Every time a woman crosses 10 man, it's no good." They don't condemn me already. And I find he's not even here to back up himself. He's very quiet. His silence is so deafening.
Yeah, I don't know where he is, you know.
I don't know, like something wrong with his mic. I don't know. Mr. Renison, are you there? Hello? I don't know, something wrong with his mic. You know, last week he had so much ammo. Last week, Saturday, girl, he take over the show. He bust up, I'm telling you, bust up that mouth. They had a
Oh,
field day.
do that.
They had a field day because from the time you cross 10 man, you're bad. No man, I want to know that they was a woman and about 10 man run through that. Then I just say woman is good. After, if a woman go through, let me say 5 or 6 or 7 or 8, 10 man, and the fact that it didn't work out, the relationship didn't work out, they condemn. They
You
had
see,
a
the
lot.
same reason why they just tell you, the same reason why they just tell you do not dig up on your man phone is the same reason why you must not ask a woman her body count.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm sorry I wasn't there last Saturday. Last Saturday, girl, I had my time. And when I done, I was exhausted. I actually feel clothes all over my body. I literally feel the clothes. And let me tell you something. The other gentleman who was on the program, he wanted to be here tonight, but internet is just so much a problem that you kind of keep what you say over and over. That's just kind of scary. He too, at one time he started to agree, and then another time he jumped on the bandwagon of Mr. Rennes and saying that, oh, he don't want a woman like that. Anytime he know a woman cross for the count of 10 man, he's no good. So he would have done send whoever that person was into the gallows one time because from the time you cross 10 man, you're bad. And they were saying that no woman should have sex with more than men. But how is that possible in this day and age when men are accustomed to disappointing him?
He must be talking about them 13-year-old and they will now come out and they didn't really get chance to play yet. Because anything after 13, cross 5 is a long time.
Yeah, they start to, anything past 10 years, they condemn you.
They don't change about 5 man before Christmas.
Oh. And you see, when they have multiple women, it's no big thing. So what is the difference? Everybody would have had a part. Everybody would have had a part. Bible say, he who without sin cast the first stone, and nobody could have cast the stone.
Oh,
You understand? So in my book, they probably need to go back to God and ask God to send a Virgin Mary to them because I don't understand. They literally looking for the Virgin Mary because I doubt
what I
ever
would do,
woman.
I would train my daughters, and I would train my daughters. Um, I would train them that the amount of people that you think with that is take from you as a woman. So you gotta try and take it
As
easy on that partner.
I said, as a woman, you enter into a relation for all the goodness. You ain't looking to separate. You put your best foot forward. You trying to do everything that is in man and yourself to be a happy home. And something about it, these men, like like the devil they just call them outside. So it has some women like me who would not take in that. I am going to leave. And when I leave, I will end up with somebody else, right? And it must involve sex because that's what people do. We meet, we go out, we have a time, we get to know each other, and eventually we start to have sex. So we are adults. And if that relationship don't work out, where I want me to stay? I must stay by myself, days of my life. I may stay by myself for a while, so to
But you
recuperate.
try again. You shouldn't give up.
I will try again. I will not give up on love. I am not going to give up on love because I do believe that there's somebody out there for me. Anybody else, I'm not a bad person. I'm not an awful woman. So on the journey, remember, on the journey, this relationship will work out, that relationship will work out. So what they expect is to stay by yourself, a hermit, whilst them playing the field. And it's okay for them to play the field, but you had to stay like a hermit, until the right man comes. How would you know it's the right man?
Nobody will never know when it's the right man or the right woman.
Thank you very much. And they deem me as your bad. I think if you heard about something more, we hear them, you swear say, Ellie, if you was there, you swear say that these two men, their lives was squeaky clean, that they were saints, sent by God, and they were condemned. They give them all liberty, they bust up their mouth, they bite up their tongue, they had a fun time. That's all, yeah. So woman bad.
Don't worry.
Only thing that was left for them to say that woman bad. All woman who had more than 10 men bad. All right, so
But
let me say,
I it's about 10.
so, let me take some time out to say pleasant night to some of you, right? Mr. Derek Kennedy, I so pleasant night. It's a pleasure having you here. And Sana Ramkitan. Good evening to us well. Right. So Derek Kennedy would have said, God made man for woman. You know that? You know that? You know that? But some people don't really put it like that. There's some people, I don't know why they tend to want to put same sex, but that's on them. Right? The thing is, tonight is polygamy. And that is what I have a problem with. That is what I will never entertain under sun. Who wants to go ahead and have that kind of relationship? It's all well and good. If all they could deal with it, it's all well and good. I am not having that. That is too much stress. That is too much agony, too much pain, because I can't be in this room and knowing my husband in another room, he's pleasuring another woman. The same way he was pleasuring. I
You're
don't
not
think.
going to do it like that. It could be all three of you together.
No, darling. So then that is what. Huh? Sorry.
What? That real piece.
No. Well, I can keep that pace. Me like all that pace.
Girl.
Me like all that pace. I like all that pace. I'm very sorry. I am very sorry. But what I'm saying is financially, how you being able to take care of all women.
Well, the both women working, he working, and they're putting up together and making shit happen.
Wow. 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 I would really like to, not on TV, yeah? Not
Try
on
that.
TV. Not try. Not try.
I
I
tell her
would,
she want to try it. She want to try it.
no. I would really like to see it, like, the couples and interview them one on one, as well as a family to find out, to get into this whole polygamy thing and find out how it working for them. I
You
really,
just see it, they have it all over YouTube and thing.
but I want to be able to interview them, have a chat with them, to find out how that kind of thing functioning, because that is something different to me. That is something new to me. I don't know. I don't know, because if I got a little horn, I want a dead. Bankrupt me. Bankrupt me again. All that kind of
Mama,
podcast.
can I ask you something, Candice?
Yes,
So you and this man together for 3 years, right? And you find out he's been seeing a next woman for about a year, right? What it is about that situation that will be bothering you the most?
So let me tell you, what will bother me too, the fact that you're lying, and
Lying.
the fact that you go outside there is because you are not, and my body is satisfied. In my mind, that is
I want to show you
absolutely,
something, Bring a pencil for me, baby. Bring a pencil. Hurry
absolutely,
up. I wanted to show you something. I want to show you something, how important this polygamy is, eh? Bring a book for me too. You can talk in no Candace by the time.
all right. So Kelly background is a little bit out. Mr. Reniston, where is Reniston? I'm not hearing him. Oh,
I
no,
see
sorry.
them saying already. I should I see saying already. Yeah, he probably doing something else. Right. So okay, so I got my paper, I'm a book, I'm a pencil, right? So you said one of the things, right? One of the things that will bother you about what the man is doing is lying. So we have lying. You seen it, yeah? We have lying, right? What's the other thing that will bother you the most?
The fact that, firstly, secondly, I was studying the passionate sex that would happen and the way how
So
I would give the same.
that
So
goes
in
under
my mind,
cheating. So you'll be feeling
right,
cheated.
right. And in
You'll be
my mind,
feeling cheated, right?
I would tell myself the fact that is that it's either I am not satisfied it anymore.
So in other words, you will lose some sort of confidence in yourself, right?
As like most women.
So in other words, your self esteem would be attacked, right?
Yes, it will. It will. Because in the type of person I am, it will.
You have anything else?
And then I will study my money. If you, because I want to know what, all right, if you're cutting
That
out,
goes
I'm
under
like,
cheated. That goes under cheated because you will be feeling cheated about that too.
all right. And basically, yeah, that would be it. Because you go outside,
So
I
so
can satisfy you.
these three things, right, is why people is be killing each other.
Yeah, yeah. Let's just make good sense.
Anyways, right? Um, so what these things that you mentioned, Candace, look at it.
Uh-huh.
These three things that you mentioned,
I'm not feeling
right?
so. I'm not,
Big one is going to be feeling HURT,
hurt.
right?
Yeah.
So you're going to be feeling hurt.
Hurt, neglect.
And the reason why you're going to be feeling hurt is because the person lied, cheated, and they messed with your self esteem, right? But polygamy is number one, he's going to tell you the truth, right? That he wants to be with you and this person, right? Her money and his money and your money is going to be put together in order to ensure that the home is taken care of. So that cause you not to feel cheated, right? You understand?
Listen to me,
Yeah,
hear me.
you following?
I am following. Let me tell you something. I feel some of these women and them, they have a low self-esteem. They tell themselves they cannot find something better. So they decide to stay there in that kind of relationship. So, all right, in the beginning, you will tell a woman,
No, you see,
why? Wait, hear me. You would tell a woman, well, I am you would tell your wife, but some men wait until they get in with their spouses, they marry, and then they will say, well, all right, they they want to go on the outside, they want to introduce another part, right? Sometimes that is how it has happened.
You know,
And
Candace, earlier you said that you would have liked for a couple that does polygamy, you will have liked to sit down and find out how do they get through with it, how
right,
does it work.
right,
So I was going through what I know
okay,
about how it works.
okay. But what I'm saying, so we shift from that.
Right. So that's why I was going.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. So then, what I'm saying, I shift from that because here we're going. You and let me say, me and James married, right? But he always had it in the back of his mind that he wants to have an extra wife. But he would not have told me that,
Oh,
right? Right? At upfront. But he would have waited until we marry and settle down and have children, and then he decided that I want to another woman in our marriage. But the fact that she would have spent so many years with him and he would have been all she know, right? Decide to give it a try. But that does not mean to say she wants that, you know. She's doing that to please him. What about if it would have happened that way?
no, polygamy is not only to please the man alone. That's what I was getting to. It
Yeah,
has
but what I'm
benefits
saying,
for the wife as well.
but what if she just going along with it to please the man? And that is where the jealousy and the conflict comes in there. Because some men, they just literally wait. Because I saw something like that on TikTok. Yes, on TikTok, where the woman and the man they married, and after some years, the man excuse was he don't want to go there and teach. So he decided to tell his wife that he's somebody he's interested in, and he wanted both of them to meet with the woman. And the woman was saying that she don't really like that, but in order to make him happy, she was open saying,
Yeah, some women
and
just do that.
yeah, but I'm not going to start. No, no, I'm not going to start. They had nothing but making you happy. And I said, no,
Yeah, I understand where you're
no.
coming from.
You see, because she was treated into that. She was treated into that. You think, all right, I married to my mister, and after a while I tell him, hey, we're going on, babe. I see another man I like, and I want to introduce this man in our marriage. You think most men going on, like when these modern men, you tell daddy and bring them go and deal with them. Them going and call you the biggest hoe. Them looking to stop you down. Them looking to tell you how you with that man long time. And a whole heap of set of things.
Yeah, boy.
But that's going on fast.
Anytime you end up with an next man too fast, you always was with that man.
Oh, exactly. And it won't really last. It will last. And let me tell you something. I don't believe them kind of relationship is ordained by God. No matter how much it is,
More clearly.
no matter how much it is say it was in the Bible, we're dealing with real humans. That is in the Bible time. Dealing with humans, dealing with emotions, dealing with jealousy. Understand me? And I don't think the modern day man, I don't think he could afford to have two and two. For them Muslim and them just tried and they're able with right? They ain't able with that. They're just doing it because they were going on, it's a part of their religion, some of them. And they really cannot afford to mind the women. They cannot afford to give them because it's supposed to be equal. If I buy a Benz for you, I had three other wives, I had to buy three more Benz. If I
Yep.
buy a house for you, I had to buy a big house for the other three.
Yep.
Right? And if you're really watching them polygamy relationship, is 4 women to one man and everybody living in one house, right? And the women and them have to go out and work to contribute. I will watch that as the man being selfish. He just wants to have a good time and he's trying to dress it up. And these women are fools to stay in that. Because you're trying to please the man, you ain't pleasing yourself. Because I saw some time in your quiet zone, in your comfort zone, that will get to you. Because I am sure every woman, right thinking woman, will always want to have her own man.
No, that's a woman. Them no mind the next woman.
Well,
You're just not one of them. And we understand that.
I definitely ain't going down that road with that. I want my man for myself. If I cannot have you for myself, I don't want you. And if I am married to you and you come to tell me that you want to add another concubine to the list, hey,
Concubine. Oh
I'm not
my
having
God.
that. I
You
want
want
my
that concubine?
I want my hot divorce. I will be divorcing you with tears in my eyes, with a broken heart, but I know I'm leaving you for betterment because I'm not having that. I'm not. I am not. I am not. I am not. I don't care who say I'm selfish. I don't care who say, that if I don't know,
What's going on with Mr. Renaissance? I don't understand that. Man.
I don't know. Well, unless, like,
Yeah, unless he on any show.
well,
Don't do that, man.
we often talk about people me to run the show. So I gather this is what's going on here. And so he's kind of like training me to do my own story, and I keep telling him, no, I ain't ready yet, I ain't ready yet. Nonetheless, so we had a very hard morning. We went and do a little walkabout and stuff. Certain things in place next. You understand? But nonetheless, I'm a warrior, as they call me, the warrior princess. You can put me to the test, you put me under the fire, I will stand up. I like good gold, I don't melt at all.
Mhm.
Yeah, but nonetheless, I believe in these relationships, after a while, it does have fun. It does have bacchanal. It does have fun. So
Yeah,
flesh is
because
weak. We are humans. And I believe the devil will step in. Devil will step in. In my book, God make one man, one woman come together as one. And you see the 3 and 4 and 5, as I say, Solomon had many wives. And plenty of these men and them want to be Solomon, but they can't afford it because Solomon was a king and he would have had countless amount of wives, but he was rich. He was able to provide the necessity for each and every one of his wives.
I just say that all the time. Man, the man could have handled up all 14.
All right. But these men and them they have out there, them just doing that for vice. And they know how some women are vulnerable, some women are shallow, because they don't want, and especially if you're not working and gainfully employed and you have to depend on that man, whatever he tell you goes. If he want to bring 99 women on that same bed to sleep with you and him, forget you're not
That is
working.
why that is why equality rules.
Thank you very much. You had to take that. You have to take that, but I'm not taking that. The minute you decide you want to bring in an extra party in the relationship, sister, so go keep your money. I go keep my honey, and I will die with the You're going to do. I am not going through that. I am not. I am not. Who want to go through that story? But somewhere along the line, and I want to believe that is not. It is not healthy for the children as well because the peers will laugh at them. Because a relationship like that, it is stick out, People will talk. Even if that used to happen in the Bible back then. Even if that used to happen in the Bible. That is in the Bible. That is in the Bible. And people don't really watch at the Muslims and them so much where that, you know. But a normal man and normal woman, they living at the day life, and you come and tell me you have four women and all four of them make insurance and everybody living. The most people going to judge that as fornication. Them going and skip out the polygamy part and watch it as fornication. They're going and start to deem their woman as low self-esteem. You know how we Trinidadians like people. You know how we Trinidadians move along. When them done drag that relationship can stand up, you know. And then eventually, you know, these women and them they're gonna start to think what people say. They had to be a real close knitted. They had to really actually love that man to drown out noise on the outside, you know. As I say, I would really like to meet up with somebody in Trinidad who has that type of relationship and is working out for them. I would like to do it. So viewers, any one of you guys know anybody that is living in a polygamy relationship, whereas a man have 4 or 5 wives and they're living together in the same house, having children, and they're living in harmony, I would like to know. I will give them a free interview. I will take it upon myself and go and find them and do an interview with them. Because I want to know how that works out.
We not hearing you, come like, no, very, very low all of a sudden.
Uh, I now go and go to that stuff.
All
That is
right,
a
we
no.
hear you good now.
Right. After this, it. Kelly, your background flow.
Ah, Kelly,
Right.
where the remote? Where my remote?
Right. So, when I was colleague,
Why you in water? That's our mom. Get out.
I'm not going to entertain that. If I ever want to entertain that relationship, all well and good. Not me. That kind of madness is not for me. But them men and they will relish the fact. Them men and they will love that. Them men and they
Yeah.
will love that. They will relish that. Them men
That is
and they
not only
will love
rank,
that.
you know. That is not only rank. That is fun. That is enticement. That is.
Yeah, they're looking at the pricey part and they're just trying to make it look good, but that's the pricey part of it. Just
Very
like,
vicey papa.
yeah, you have more than one wife. Who's a king?
This is Caribbean Vibes.
Yeah, he's a king. I'm not gonna have that. I'm sorry. I'm not having that. Who wants to go down that road, die the business? Poodles, thumbs up, everything. Is that I am a very self. I want a man for myself. And the fact that you decide you want to have another woman because I can satisfy you, I don't think to go. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more. That is my take on it. He said, how much amount of money? I'm hearing and they have what amount of money? They can have what amount of money? They can be so rich. Money is not all. All right, so let me read some of the comments. Right? Abby would have said good night and good night, Abby. I want to join the group. Abby wants to join the group, but the hussy tripping. The husband don't wash her in the group because the topic so hot. When the phone. Abby started to dig up in that phone. It's really running from this topic here, so I'm thinking most of it like then she would have went on to say, Candy, when a woman have multiple partners, she stop feeling good. And that is correct.
I hear.
When a woman, Abby would have said, when a woman have multiple partners, stop feeling good. In a way that is true because it's a mind. Because that you would have gone we had multiple partners is because they're trying I wouldn't even agree with that. Let me rephrase that. They're trying not to they're trying to, to me, I would say like it's like they're trying to prove a point. And you're not hurting nobody else but yourself.
When a woman have multiple partners.
When she going with multiple men and then two type of it is a difference, When you had a relationship and it didn't work out and then you move on with somebody else, that's a difference. But a woman going with Tom, Dick, and Harry,
Anyway,
that is something. The fact that you sleeping around is because you're trying to get back at men for all the wrong you would have done. Right? Abby would have said a woman who sleeps with different men, like over 10 or something, stop feeling hurt and affection towards the same man.
stop doing that, girl. Stop it.
All right. Abby said she know a lot of people, try this triangle relationship. It don't last. Trust me, Americans do that a lot. Yes, we know Americans, but guys, where them from, where would have had see that in Trinidad. And if you see that in Trinidad, Abby, that is where people go now what was that relationship as sin as something demonic. No, it is to be in a relationship and you have multiple wives and living in Trinidad, people go and bash you. The men and them will cheer you on. Yeah, he's a Dan. Ting, thumbs up, bounce, whatever. Because a woman, they couldn't tear you down. How you could allow yourself to get in that interest that I don't think that is for Americans. All right, I would have said, see what I mean? The woman who have multiple partners want to a next man because the hurt and hurt emotion gone. But yes, gone because she would have appointed. But in that situation, you can't be moving on from man to man. You gotta hold yourself. You have to hold yourself. If you look at them, reality shows, if you look at them reality shows, all the women who haven't sex with different men on the show end up alone. And it's true. They just end up alone. Notice all the women who kept themselves well and don't go around end up being the wife and living. It happens. It happens. Again, them man and them like bad woman, eh? And the badder you is, it's better for them. The badder you is the better for some of them man and them. Some men like bad women, but then yet still when they hear you sleep with 10 man, they want to condemn you. So they had to make up their mind. So you go mash up your home. You will mash up your home for a prostitute. Mash up if your good wife and children. A woman who loyal, a woman who faithful to you, and go with her home. Why? Make it make sense. Make it make sense.
Or the best of both worlds.
Yeah, and as Abby, you're quite right. Abby would have said a good woman, when in a relationship, don't work out. It takes a long time to get back on the market, and it's true. because I would have had a relationship and I separate, I literally take away myself. And I stayed a very long while by myself. I was strong enough to go out and party, enjoy myself, have a very good time, and come back home alone. And some women, they're not doing that. Look at my age, I would hear some of my friends talking, and wouldn't believe it. I would have never had a one night stand in my life. For me, a one night stand that is suicidal. And a lot of women out there, they're going about having one night stand, and it's no big thing. They're drunk, they have a time, and they have sex with a man. They know the man background. They don't know if he's a child molester. They don't know if he has AIDS. They don't know if he's a rapist, but keep on and flip yourself. And eventually, now you end up in a relationship with that man. You never get take time to know that man. And eventually, now it doesn't work. So then, again, some of these men write what they're saying. Some of them are right. Because no man really, no decent man, who want to know they're in a relationship and person they're in a relationship was deliberately in a wrong. That is a no. So in other words, it's a give and take, but the right thinking thing to do is to keep yourself first. Because when they go say a woman bad, they will call a man a Dan. And I am not hearing Mr. Rennes. I find Mr. Rennes to be here busting up his mouth tonight. Abby said, when I was younger and go to the club and party, and if I dance with a guy and his cocoa getting hard, I stop and leave. I'm not on that. Yes. But I used to say, thank God, I am a tall person. And I used to wear a lot of platform, a lot of high. So when we dance, if they're rubbing up on my front, I go rub up on my leg. And from the time I find that thing standing up too hard, I look into the telly, I look into, well, all right, I had enough dance. I go and stand up in a corner. So that's what most men does, eh? They tell themselves once they rub on you go feel hot and they go be, they can get in your drawers. But again, it might work for some people. And then again, it may not work. But I'm not going down that road. When I go out, I just carry myself in a decent manner, right? And I'm not dancing up on any and anybody. But me don't want to feel your heart rubbing up on me. I come to dance. I come to have sex in the past. That is to answer your question, Abby. You understand? So, my dear, this polygamy relationship is not going to work out for me, and I will not introduce it to nobody. If anybody comes to me and asks what I think, I am going to tell them, Frank, hell no. That is a no. That is a no-no. Them think that, and to me, that is not of God, and that does cause confusion and conflict. So when these men and them want to bash you and tell you because you went with 9 or 10 man, you are home. I wouldn't look at it like in that aspect. I would look at it as if, all right, I was in a relationship with this guy, it didn't work out, I rest a bit and I move on. Because to find the perfect man or the perfect woman nowadays is very hard. It's like a needle in a haystack. And that does not make sense. You understand me? So my thing is, you get to know me, I get to know you, we're going down for a period of time. If we decide the relationship is working out, go your way, I go my way. I don't feel nobody touching nobody in this time. It's either you're a saint and you're staying by yourself, but even if you're a saint and you're staying by yourself, how would you meet somebody? How you have to go to find somebody? Would have no fall from the sky. You have to go that a rock, to meet either a male or a female. You can just sit down home and say, you see me, the right man go come. And you're home in your house. What are going to happen? And still, if it doesn't work out, can't be too hard on yourself because you would have tried. You would have gone into that relationship with a good intention, and it just didn't work out. So you got beat up yourself because you worked 5 or 6 months and the relationship didn't work out. What if you wasn't the problem? What if I wasn't the problem and the man was the problem? Or the men and them were the problem? Because these men nowadays, they don't want no one partner. That is why they're trying to introduce this polygamy thing and hoping that you, the woman, you love me so much, you're going to stay with me. You love me so much, you're going to agree to it. But he should meet up with a bitch like me. But I not having that. I am not having that. I swear. If you want to go down that road, mister, you go ahead. I not having that. So who want to judge me because I might have had multiple partners? All well and good. Everybody have their partner. You and I may not work out, but me and somebody else would work out. Me and somebody else will work. You understand me? So that's the end of that. But I am not going to go down that road. I'm sorry. I'm not going down that road. Anybody want that kind of relationship, and as I said, if anybody who knows somebody that is in that kind of relationship, let me know. Bring them on set. Introduce them to me. Give me the number. Let me interview them. But I am curious to know how that type of relationship functions. I am curious. I am so curious. But in my mind, it must have jealousy, it must have bacchanal, it must have
No, it's an understanding that they have.
no, if you have no understanding, devil must step in. If the devil does step in normal relationship, normal husband and wife, and a man have 3 or 4 more wives, you don't think the devil go and step in there and make a bacchanal? So what you trying to
Right. And they go solve it just the same way how they will solve if it's just two person. It's just the difference is there's an extra person.
ask Tony Abby? Because I really Abby, I'm telling you, I don't care how you
Mhm.
play it, I don't care how you dress it up. No means no. I'm not having that. I don't care. I don't care. And it's shut for that. I don't know, I'm not going to do that.
I'm not doing it either, As I tell you, I'm not promoting it,
Shut
but
for that. I'm not going to that.
understand what it is.
And I'm not even trying to understand. I
And
would watch as a selfish act. You want to have a fun time and you want me to abide with that. And the fact that you know that I love you and I would have been with you for all these years, you, by you wanting to bring another partner in our marriage is because I cannot satisfy you. But you
I
just
almost get
in
I
my book,
almost get sick in one of those.
you just want permission to go there and have your time, right? And might tell yourself if you go out there behind my back, I might want to divorce you and take the house, land, car, and all the money to the account. So you're moving smart. Let me tell she I want to have I want to introduce a polygamy relationship and I know she loves me, so abide by it. Yes, she might love you. She might abide by it, but for how long? The right thinking woman ain't going to encourage that story. And the women and them who who giving into that, they have very low self-esteem. They wasn't brought up correctly. They had to be abused. I am sure they would have seen their mother and father living together, or if their mother and father separate, is mommy by she step daddy, by she step daddy might find somebody else, mommy might find somebody else. Not mommy and daddy and our father woman. No, that is madness. Nope, nope, not having that. Stop on that. Stamp up on that. I'm not having that.
Mhm.
I ain't having that. I'm sorry. They can say what they want. Who want to be in a polygamous relationship? That's for them. I'm happy for them, but not me. A woman myself, I cannot have it for myself, but then I don't want it. I will wait until God send the right man, but I'm not having that. And a lot of these young ladies out here going into this type of relationship, they know the man have the wife and they settle for that. I see they have a song, I think I did download it on my phone, where you're missing your man who is not your man, so you're home with your wife, but you're missing him anyway. That making any sense? You just setting up yourself, disaster. A lot of these women settling for less. A lot of these women settling for less. And I am not going to settle for less. It's either you come good or you don't come at all.
Word.
It's either you come good or you don't come at all. I mean, see, when he was younger, you might have tried them kind of shit. You know, the man had your wife and you're trying to out. You understand? You want to be the best on a woman. But when you're going on in age,
Never tried.
who want to be the best on a woman?
Never try that. I find that real unfair and wicked.
I don't want to be the best one a woman, you man. I want to be the best one. I want to be the only best woman, the only woman in her. But the fact that you want to introduce another woman in our religion, that is where you fall with. That is a selfish act for you alone. You alone want to feel pleasure. And on top of that, you probably might want to see me and the woman having a time too. No.
Boy, the patet Candace.
Wow. Die part.
Yeah.
So you see, again, that is the pleasure the man, that is for the man urges, that is not for me.
Yeah, have some people that is the likeness. There's some people just like there's some people like to kiss up and tuck up your toe. One of the likeness of a man would be to watch two women.
But that is
So the
all men.
woman is
That is all men. That is all men fancy. To see two women have sex in front of them. Again, that's for their own selfish, greedy gain. You don't, all right, you don't bring another woman on me. Because of I love you, I decide I will hold on, I will do it. Although I have a heavy heart and I dying inside, but I don't want to show you that because I don't want to lose you because you know we would have had children and you're studying children and what they could do without their father. One like me. And then going with the children and leaving you right there. But all right, let's say the woman has to abide with us. Now you want to come to tell me to fornicate. So then how could that relationship be blessed by God? Tell me.
nah, I gonna be in darkness.
That relationship is going to be in darkness. God not going to bless that.
Mm-mm.
It's you who brings she in
I
the
agree.
relationship, not me who brings she. So then if you bring her and you want to have a time with her, although my heart hurts in me and I want to die inside, I might still be able to, I tolerate it. But then you come in to tell me you want me to jam this woman too? Man. Fire burn that. Fire burn that. Fire burn that.
What time you coming off? Candace?
19. Well, I don't know what's going on, Mr. Ransom. We're supposed to run some ads. I don't know what's going on, but Monday. We're supposed to run some ads.
I had to go just now. That's why.
I can get to the bus. I'm going to come. Just end up with some serious problems. Either they trying to shut us down.
Sir, you up still?
Sorry. You up there? That's right. The tail.
Again, to be back home. Serenity, are you there?
A little more. That is something.
Serenity, are you there? Well, it's almost that time. So seeing that you have to run, Kelly, you could get into some tonight. But still get a chance to run some ads. I don't know if you have the technical difficulties, but nonetheless, Kelly, do you have any
Yeah.
closing words? Do you have any closing words before you go? Any any say on that topic?
Yeah, I just wanted to say polygamy is if that is your thing, that is your thing. If that is not your thing, it's not your thing. It's not something that should be forced on nobody. So I I okay with that. What I meant now, I okay with whatever decision people make about it.
I my closing statement on this is, I don't believe in that type of relationship. I believe one woman, man, whoever wants that type of relationship. I can't judge you because as the Bible says,
Yeah,
he who without sin cast stone. I cannot judge you and I will
right.
not judge you. But I will not, you know,
Part.
yeah, no, that is not. But who wants to go ahead? Kudos. Just don't bring that to me. And if I am in a relationship, I believe in bringing out all these skeletons and letting me know everything about me. It's either we can take it or we can't. I don't believe in that, but let's have a way to come back. Right? And to the viewers, I am so happy to have you on here, Abby. Pleasant night to you again, and I hope that you enjoy your weekend. Mr. Kennedy, I love you. Thanks for coming on. Right? Donna, pleasant night, Donna. What? Piaz, Rajka, blessed night. Right? And every one of you tonight. So we're about to end this segment tonight. And it's always a pleasure having you guys on podcast. And I don't
And
know
thanks
what
for having me again.
Yes, Kelly, thanks for coming on. I don't know what happened to Terence. He got frightened and he know. So he had quite a lot to say last week that this cat was about his tongue. But nonetheless, I'm saying a pleasant good night to viewers and thanks for joining. Have a pleasant night. Kelly, enjoy the rest of the week.
Bye, Candice.
Bye, honey.
I'm in love with Betty Lou. She sister Mary says she loved me too. Both of them, it's both of them, the both of them. I tell she things don't work out so. She said the next sister ain't bound to know. Both of them, both of them, both of them. Just because I ain't like them scandal, they hire your partner to today. Kitchen, I like all them.
Powerful talk this afternoon with Miss Candice and Kelly.
This is what the old man said.
You know what I don't understand about this whole thing? As you know, I was listening on behind the scene here, watching and thinking. And I would have heard some talk, many of you outside there, some of you would have said that is a topic that the world go wrong. I would have gotten that text on my phone, the world go wrong. I would go, those situations make the world go wrong. If you say so, partners, I don't know. I don't know what you mean by that. But at the same time, a polygamous relationship is something that is something that many of the people doing these days. And you have to ask yourself, why is the world naturally going into a direction like that? Why? Why the world going there? Why we headed in that direction? Is that something naturally? I want to know, is that a natural occurrence in relationship today?
I know charity begins at home. It's both of them. Both of them.
But my thing about it is this. What I would have said last week on the show was based on situation. We would have heard the whole discourse just a while back. We would have really had some technical difficulties that was taking place. But I would have said this in a nutshell. The argument was this. After a woman would have reached a certain body count, really and truly, she, in my book, in my opinion, she would have started to lose value. That is what I would have said. And you have to understand this, you know. When a woman hits her 20s, she is at her peak. So woman does start here. And from 20, they does start to go down. But man does start to go up. The value increase. So when a woman would have put herself through all these set of men and things, she value losing at the end of the day. Now, we could go through this whole annals here concerning with from the Bible. There are many of you from the Bible that try to defend this thing and saying, boy, this thing wasn't in no Bible. I just want to know what really going on with our here. Oh, this thing wasn't in the Bible. I know I ain't going around for a Bible and try to take it up. But let me see. Let me go into this thing here deep. Abraham, Jacob, and David. Abraham, Jacob, David, and Solomon. These patriarchs had multiple wives, and their stories are often cited as examples of polygamy being accepted in the biblical times. For example, Abraham in Genesis 16:1-3 describe how Abraham took Hagar for his second wife. Jacob in Genesis 29-30 narrates Jacob married to Leah and Rachel, and later their maid servant Bella and Zelpah. Here's Bible names, boy. And David in 2 Samuel noted that the king took more concubines and wives after he moved to Jerusalem. Solomon, one king. Solomon in 1 Kings, chapter 11, verse 3 mentioned King Solomon had 700 wives and 300 concubines. So many of you that that believe that trying to use God as a thing that's saying that this thing is out of it. We must take these verses into consideration. However, in Exodus chapter 21 verse 10, if he marries another woman, he must not deprive the first one of her food, clothing, and material rights. So we all seeing that these things would have came from inside it. So if he married an next woman, he's not to deprive the first one of her food, clothing, and material rights. This verse is sometimes interpreted to imply that polygamy was accepted practice provided that the first wife needs are still met. And all of these things come from the Bible. In the same Bible that many of you saying that many of you outside there are saying that they don't have things like that in the Bible. Now, there's an old African proverb: a man with many wives can conquer the world. With many wives can conquer the world. And all of these things came from inside the Bible. But more importantly, there are relationships that people go into, polygamous relationship knowingly, and they are the unwitted polygamous relationship. A man enter into a soul relationship with a particular individual, with a woman, a matter of fact, and then they go on to have multiple partners. And those are the things what has take place Some of the times, a matter of fact. Not some of the time, but most of the time. But to say in the least, I would like to drop a dime on some of you young fellas outside there. There is a hierarchy system. There are beta, there are alpha, beta, and gamma males and them. The alpha males and them would have been occupying the 20% of the males. The beta and the gamma, there's sigma, there's zopa, there's zeta, and all them kind of thing. But we representing these three hierarchy: beta, alpha, beta, and gamma. The alpha males and the sigma males and them represent, and the omega males and them represent the first 20%. And trust what I said, 80% of the women does run down these 20% of male and them. So the first 20% of those male and them does have women to their leisure and pleasure. And that is only the alpha and the sigma males and them. The beta males and them does only have access to 20%. It's sad like that. So in reverse, the first 20% of males have access to the 80%. The 80% of the females want them. And 20% of the males and them. 80% of the male only have access to 20%. So they're hungry. Most of the time, men are hungry for sex. And the thing about it is this. Those 20% of the males and them advantage 80% of the female. Yeah. There's advantage these sets of the female and them. So they are not in short supply. So most of the time a woman outside there, a nice pretty woman that have been passed around by 20% of the males, they protect themselves, they put on this armor around them. You understand what I'm saying? Until they reach a point, some of the females and them does reach a point that they don't actually have a standard. They're not projecting a standard. They're not projecting something that they expect men to hold them to. And we could understand why. If you don't put a standard as to which we could hold you to, there is nothing by which you could be judged to. And most of the time, in relationship, females do not like to be judged. Sad thing, sad state of affairs, but trust me, this sad state of affairs is a serious thing. Yes, we're supposed to have some ad that is playing, that's supposed to play some ad tonight. Now, we would have picked up on this article here. And this is a real relationship that is existing right about now in America. Right? Passion Jones, a 31-year-old American woman who have 2 husbands and 3 children, has caused a stir on social media after showcasing portraits of a happy family. I just wonder how some of these men and them just put themselves through that kind of thing, and at the end of the day, or you're outrightly taking this kind of thing. I really don't know, I really don't know. Still looking for some of the pictures and them to show, because this is them again in a relationship, 2 man, 1 woman. And the thing about it is this: women are saying this statement without fear of contradiction. Women must take advantage of single men, of lonely men, a matter of fact. Because at the end of the day, let me show you something. There are certain women that know that certain men command a certain amount of attention when you're outside there, from women. These is the men and them that these women and them not engaging in no polygamous relationship with. If she in a polygamous relationship unwittingly, A matter of fact, she unwittingly put that guy in a polygamous relationship. He knowing. Can't know. Because you have sexual value. Anytime you have sexual value outside it, and other women want you, a woman does tend to love you more. I doesn't want to go into so deep in it because I go teach you something. Relationship is outside here based on a kind of push and pull system. The male start off chasing the woman and he pull back, and the woman start back by chasing the man. One we're not interested, like he lost interest. Most of the time, women does get themselves involved in sexual relationship because at the end of the day, they want to keep the attention of the male. So sometimes when they reach a certain age, like we say you have children, you need to tease. First date, second date, you're getting sex easy. These things are facts because they want to keep the man there. Most of the time when a man after a woman, one out of the reason is sex. Companionship and things come after. This is what taking place in this society here, whether we like it or not. But if you are an intelligent man and a man that is of a superior intellect, you put aside things like sex first, because you know anytime you enter in a relationship, there are only three things that you can get: sex, children, and domestic companionship. And if sex and children is a given, once everything running straight, domestic companionship, how you go along, you greet, you meet the person, that is something that is hard. You have to cultivate that. So before you go into a serious relationship with somebody, cultivate domestic companionship with that individual. That goes a very long way. You can get the sex after, you can get children after, once the woman is healthy. But domestic companionship is a very important part. It's pivotal because it plays a role in communication. Communication is the center pole, the side pole, the back pole, the front pole. I mean, all of these poles. That is how serious communication is in a relationship. It can make and break any relationship. Sex is just a cover-up. You can get that from any woman. Woman in charge of sex. You can get that from any. You can get children from any woman. But domestic companionship is something that is hard to cultivate. So you try to cultivate that at the beginning of the relationship, where you will have a certain amount of tolerance in the relationship. The minute you start to sex somebody, they stop have that set of tolerance. The rest of the relationship started based on sex thereafter. So you cultivate this domestic companionship with them. I didn't want to go in all of this type of deviation, but I believe that I want to start to lay the foundation of this conversation here. So let's go back to the push and pull mechanism, in which is known to be coquettish behavior. So the woman chase, the man chase, then the woman chase. So it's a back and forth method. Now, in a polygamous relationship, why it benefit men? Most of the time, men that's go into these polygamous relationship, one, because they like sex, and two, because they want to boost the ego. So these two reasons are the reasons why most of the time men enter into polygamous relationship. But here, what is more important about this whole factor? If you have no sexual value, or let me say you are one woman, all your attention is being based on this one woman. And if all your attention is based on this one woman, the woman feels that. She feel it within her bones that, hey, I is the only woman in this man's life. And here what does take place? She does start a course. In our language, she cursing. I is the only thing. So she behave in a particular way. Or you go out, she get mad. You understand what I mean? Anytime she know that you and she think she control the dynamics of the relationship, she vex, the whole thing sour. She happy, the whole thing's good. Everything good. You understand? You're getting food on your lap and all these kind of things. Anytime a woman would have lost that type of dynamics, to change the dynamics, you start to pull away your attention from that woman. So to say in the least, anytime she knows she control the dynamic, she does do certain things. Willpower. Hey, go and pick up this for me. Fully car for me. Wash my car for me. You understand? Go and pick up this. This is what they done. This is what they just do. So anytime you start a treat with another woman, what does take place? Your attention started weighing on both sides. She realized that you're not socially tied to her again. So what does take place with her in this relationship is this. When she realized you're nothing, she will start to try to win or try to do things to pull your attention to her. Which it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be a vice versa thing. But anytime they know that you are the solo man and you're paying them all that mind and think they does things to go in your brains. Yeah. So at the end of the day, let me say you have another woman. Let me say you have 3 women. And if you know you had 3 women, let me say you had 2 women, 3. You know if you lost this one, you could make up with this one. You could get this one. So it has been a type of state like, alright, if you want, you could go away. And anytime you tend sad to be sad, you know, anytime you deal with a woman, so most women, that is the treatment some of them want. For them to pay attention. For them to hold you with respect. Most of the times, that is how you start to deal with them. So when you start to have that perceived sexual value, women start to operate different. Yeah. So I wanted was to play this video for you to see today. I wanted was to play this video for you to see. It has certain women that are meant to me.
Venom once said, "The past is in your head, but the future is in your hands. You can either keep whining and be a pathetic loser, or you can be a G and become the most successful person your bloodline has ever seen. Don't call me lucky. I failed more times than you tried."
Sometimes in life, we need to make ourselves clear with Almighty God and take or remove ourselves from situations we ought not to be in. Psalm 1:1. Blessed is the man who walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in it do he meditate day and night. And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of waters, that bringeth forth his fruit in his season. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. The ungodly are not so, but are like the chaff which the wind bloweth away. Therefore the ungodly shall not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. For the Lord knoweth the ways of the righteous, but the way of the ungodly shall perish. By the reading of this passage, we could glean that we must take ourselves out of situations. Prevention is always better than cure.
Some of them, it's only help the one, them and one who living out. Yeah, it ain't really, I know such a love and thing these days, like long time, people who are help. Don't take people who want to only help for love. Watch them. Be careful with them. Because they just come nice and make you feel like, yeah, the real love you, the real like you, the real down for you, the real want to be with you. Not knowing his help. They like, oh, you're strong and does function and just make sure you just handle up your scene and they're watching that. So they want to come around here because they know that they will get you. Watch them. Don't take that for love. It's help the.
Now you hear that story. Most of the time is help some of them does want.
Shame and scandal in the farm.
Most of the time is help. Sometimes when you feel a woman love you, sometimes it's help they're looking for. So to say in the least, I know Candice and Kelly would have taken the show to a particular level. Jeff Alpha Male want a woman. That's a show they putting up just making money, Jeff. Right. Jeff, an alpha male wants a woman on her arm that she could take to his, that he could take to his friends that have a high standard. And no one could say she's a bad thing. True. I don't go down this and play the clap, man. Come on, man. That's true. That is why alpha male was sigma male. You understand? That was sigma male one. Most of the time, a woman, what a man does want. You want a woman that, at least if she has some men, some male friends or male, or she was with people in the past, you understand, knowing the type of society that we live in, because we are no standard. We are no standard in terms of where sexual partners is concerned. We have a society that is unregulated in terms of where sex is concerned. There is nothing that can stop you from going with 3 and 4 women once they're over 18. There is nothing. There are no laws that. There is an unregulated sexual market that exists outside there. There is nothing that can stop you lawfully from going with a next person once you're over 18. There is nothing that can stop you from going with 10 women over 18. There is an unregulated sexual market outside there. And the thing about it is this: us men, women, we had to be smart. We had to be able to, I was trying to read a message just now there and was trying to read a message on the chat. I know I kind of a little blind. Right, I get the message. I get the glasses. Now we can entertain some calls, The numbers are on the screen there. I know we would have started off late. I mean, Candice Tanks okay in the show. I get caught up. 333-2176, 333-2176. That is the number. That is the number there on the screen. Abby, I go like to hear from you, I go like to hear from you. The Bible is a fear. Look at Benjamin when I say here, you that said that message.
I'm in love with Betty Lou.
The Bible is a fairy tale book.
Mary says she loved me too.
Dissect it, take it out of the fairy tale stories, and what you will have is a dietary with all the power needs to come through the book, through evidence. You cannot do anything. Everything in life has something for everyone. Right, brother. Everything in life has something. You know, I would have liked to hear from this guy, you know? The guy that would have now messaged that day. He would have messaged at 9:33. Send it for me and ask you. Give me a call. Call my WhatsApp. Call my WhatsApp. I'm waiting for your call. Let me discuss this thing here live. Oh, you don't forget, it's Monday. No, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturday. Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturday. And anybody that is interested in the personality types is Alpha, Beta, Sigma.
This is Caribbean Vibes.
Alpha, Beta, Sigma males. Beta, the Omega, the Alpha, Beta, Alpha, Beta, it's the Delta. Look, I forget. Yes, no. Right. The personality types between the type of males that we are talking about is Alpha, Beta, Gamma, Omega, Delta, Sigma, and Zeta. Zeta males is a new distinction between the Alpha and the Sigma males and them. It's a new one that would have been added. Now the Alpha male is, think about the bad boy. The Beta male is the one who, you know, take a little advice and thing. The Gamma males and them are those that question societal norms. The Omega, these are the geek types, but these are the types that have an aim, a drive. They just end up inventors. The Deltas and them too also question societal norms. The Sigma males, well, you know, the extroverted Alpha, and the Zeta are the ones between the Alpha and the Sigma males and them. So coming into the future, we are going to do a study on those. We will do a study on those. Join us here next week again for Bacchanal Saturday, where we are going to talk about issues that is affecting you men, women. Can't say children. So here it is. Here we are going to leave this topic at this point in time.
Shame and scandal in the family. Both of them. Both of them. It's both of them. The both of them. All the breaks are breaks was all in vain. She asked me if I showing off. Then she started to tackle me again. She not say, boy, you must treat them rough. Otherwise, the woman go say you soft. Do it. Do it. Do it. Oh, buddy. Kiss it where she want. Kiss it where she want. Kiss it where she want. Man, come on. Both of them. Both of them. Both of them. The both of them. If I was a different chap, maybe I would have get trapped in that. With both of them. Both of them. The both of them.
Sometimes in life, we need to make ourselves clear with Almighty God and take or remove ourselves from situations we ought not to be in. Psalm 1:1. Blessed is the man who walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in it do he meditate day and night. And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of waters, that bringeth forth his fruit in his season. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. The ungodly are not so, but are like the chaff which the wind bloweth away. Therefore the ungodly shall not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. For the Lord knoweth the ways of the righteous, but the way of the ungodly shall perish. By the reading of this passage, we could glean that we must take ourselves out of situations. Prevention is always better than cure.
Venom once said, "The past is in your head, but the future is in your hands. You can either keep whining and be a pathetic loser, or you can be a G and become the most successful person your bloodline has ever seen. Don't call me lucky. I failed more times than you tried."
Herein lies the problem. When you've been fighting long and you don't see any results, sometimes you won't give up.
Don't give
And
up.
that's the ploy of the enemy. I told you a couple of weeks ago of the gentleman, the pastor, who said, and the enemy, Satan, would appear to him. And he started to rebuke the devil. But the devil wouldn't move.
Don't be fooled.
And he said everything he's learned, the binding and rebuking and the loosing, he's doing all of that, but yet Satan isn't moving. Eventually he disappeared. And the Lord came to him. And he said, Lord, why is it that he was not moving? Why was my prayer not having an effect?
Be strong.
And the Lord said, who told you your prayers ain't having an effect? Every time you use my name, it affected him. But he has learned, say Satan has learned to bluff you. Because Satan knows men that if he resists them long enough, they will stop. They will stop praying. They will stop seeking. They'll just stop. And say Satan was hoping you stop.
Don't let that be you.